friends. Welcome to the Creative Impact Podcast. I'm your host, Rachel Caldwell, and I'm so happy you're here. Each episode, I take some time to chat with fellow artists about life, faith, and the impact of the arts.
So the young dancer and tend to, more like, their job is to dance somebody's choreography. But I want them to take some time to explore their own, voice and own movement. Because when it's without no judgment, and if you're kind of dancing to who you are, the movement has life and beautiful because that is the voice God has given to you.
Hey friends, thank you so much for listening today. I hope your week is off to a great start. Are you subscribed to the show? If not, today is the perfect day to subscribe. When you subscribe to the podcast, new episodes will be ready and waiting for you every single Tuesday. Today, I have the joy of introducing you to Shizu Yasuda. Shizu is currently the artistic director of Ad Deum Dance Company, or AD2. She began her professional career as a freelance dancer in New York City, after which she performed nationally and internationally as a principal dancer with Ad Deum Dance Company. We talk about Shizu's journey, starting with her years growing up in Japan, then her season of freelancing in New York City, and then what brought her to Ad Deum Dance Company in Houston, Texas. In our conversation, Shizu and I talk about some of her favorite experiences as a professional dancer, as well as a director and choreographer. We talk about the power of art and the value of finding your voice as an artist. Shizu shares her faith journey through the challenges of life, including illness, injury, and spiritual emptiness. I'm so thankful that Shizu and I have had the opportunity to work together and be in community together through Ad Deum. Enjoy my conversation with Shizu Yasuda. Thank you so much, Shizu, for coming on the podcast. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great. Thank you so much.
Good.
Yes.
Well, I'm so excited to get to share your story with our listeners and just to get to catch up a little bit. So,
Yes.
Yeah. So do you want to just share a little bit about who you are and what you're up to?
Yes. Okay. So my name is Shizu Yasuda, and actually I'm the artist director of the second company of Ad Deum 2. And well, of course, we closed down the season a little bit earlier because of the coronavirus. But the company is trying to have keep going to the summer intensive. But we are planning to just either on site and also on the Zoom, and then it's a great actually we are experiencing a great thing that we have on the company class on the every Wednesday.
Oh yeah, over Zoom.
Yeah, over Zoom, and the people are taking classes from all over the world.
Wow.
So it's really it's going to be really beneficial that we still keep offering Zoom summer intensive, and because we have Alicia McGrath is going to teach.
Yeah.
Steve Rooks, and then also Joel comedy, and a bunch of amazing teachers from across the United States, and so
that's so nice. I guess that's the benefit of being virtual, being on Zoom. So yeah, definitely. Well, I'm glad that you're still able to take class and teach, and I know it's been very different being virtual for sure. So yeah. So do you want to share a little bit about how you got into dance in the first place?
Oh yeah, because I grew up small city in Japan, and then so when I was a kid, and there's the girls manga comics and story about ballet, the small girl pursuing and ballet world, and that was kind of got popular among girls, and so then I want to start dancing ballet, but my parents never ever they are not people and encouraging dancing.
Okay, yeah.
And yeah, but So when I were at the birthday of my fourth grader, and my mom gave me pointe shoes,
Oh,
and I was
really?
so, yeah, I rejoiced a lot. And so dad, watching, and so then he allowed me to get in local ballet school.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
yeah, that is how I started.
Yeah, that's amazing. So, about how old were you then? Was that about like 9 or 10 years old?
I think, yeah, could be I started, I think, yeah, I started, dancing, yeah, 10 years old.
Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha. And then, so what was, I guess, the next step? So you were taking ballet, and then when did you get introduced to Ad Deum Dance Company?
It's a way back. So
Yeah.
just say the kind of just I just skip it kind of like so many years. But long story short, and so I decided myself to, and I decided to locate myself to New York, and because I want to, study dance more. And because dance studio I was learning at Tokyo, and they were inviting a bunch of master teacher from New York,
Mm-hmm.
and but super expensive. And then I kind of thinking about just keep going Japan, and so then locate myself in Japan. Maybe kind of New York is cheaper, and
Yeah.
then so there it's a more like there's a more in a kind of great all in a great school is in the same place, same
Right. All
city,
the
and so
opportunities there. Yeah.
yeah. And then I moved there, and then while I was, studying and dance at this different schools, and then I was freelancing. And one day, one day, I was walking down Broadway and 43rd Street, and so there I saw the first project dance was going on,
Oh,
and
wow. You were just
yeah,
walking down and you saw it?
yeah.
Oh,
I did not know what was that, but I was so drawn into, and because
yeah.
I totally kind of could tell something is really different.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. After that, so I think next year or 2 years later, and I took audition with Ad Deum. Well, actually, I found the audition notice in the backstage,
Oh,
secular,
yeah.
newspaper. And I just went to take audition, and then here I am.
Wow, that's so neat. That's so
Yeah.
cool. So then you transferred to Houston or moved to Houston. And let's see, how many years have you been part of the company?
16
That's
years.
so amazing. So amazing. So cool. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So great though. So as you have been dancing both freelance and then with Adeum, what have been some of your favorite experiences as a professional dancer?
Well, yes, actually, so New York, and then well, Adim is a little bit different, but New York is quite. It's a some dance project, and
Mhm.
I could have opportunity to dance with really amazing dancers. And then my former dance partner, he is dancing at Alvin Ailey now,
Oh,
and
cool.
oh,
Yeah.
actually, and two dancers and I danced together. They are in Alvin Ailey. And
Hmm.
then yeah, it's like just some dancer was dancing in the Martha Graham Dance Company. And so it's really great, opportunity to dance with great dancers. And then yeah, its audience is a little bit different than Adium, and but
Hmm.
it's really fun. And but challenging is that as pickup dance, so it's really hard for kind of companies to carry the season all the way.
Hmm.
So freelance means kind of picked up, and so there's certain kind of amounts and rehearsal, but after that just kind of you have to keep taking audition. And I
Right.
got a bit tired, and then yes, at the end, and there is a consistent. So it's a really a professional environment. Is like so Mondays through kind of Thursday. Well, originally, and it used to be Monday through Friday.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that. Yeah.
Yeah. But as you know, so many dancers have to go out to teach, and so then we keep kind of 4 days, but still kind of full. And then it's really it's a rhythm is there, and so then I don't have to work with okay. So then project is over, and so I have to kind of pay the pay to take classes. And
that's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's nice that Ad Deum has been consistent, a consistent job and training too. Yeah, to keep up classes and everything. So, yeah. So what was the experience like when you first moved to Houston to join the company?
Okay. Well, the hardest thing was I did not have a car. So
that would be really hard. Yeah. In New York, it's easier because you can take the subway or walk. Yeah.
Yes, that is another thing. Well, just it's a scary thing is that driving car in the United States, and then but God in it also I did not know how much financing. I did have no financing to buy a car, but God is so faithful, and then so He provided me car and everything, and then. Well, another kind of thing is that, of course, kind of so many people know that I came as a Buddhist, and so, and then I never. Well, there is Christian people in New York, but it's so rebel, and then it's when it's a quite kind of culture shock, and then Christian people in New York. And then more like just Houston, especially again Ad Deum, is everybody is so committed, Christian,
right. Very committed to their faith. Yeah,
that was quite in a kind of big culture shock.
I bet, yeah, for sure, yeah. Actually, that would be great to hear a little bit about your story, your journey with faith, and how that interacts with your journey as an artist.
Well. Since I was kind of small, and I was really seeking the truth, some truths, like not in a kind of general world, the principle, but just universal truths. Where there's some kind of power or authority and behind the entire phenomena of the universe. But actually, I encountered the Bible when I was fourth grader or fifth grader, and by in the sixth grader, I read the whole Bible.
Wow.
But actually, my mom was really kind of just surprised because there was no Christian people around, and so then there was no church environment, and so she did not know why I was so into the Bible. And but more I kind of read, and so then I got starting question about, especially in the kind of Old Testament, and so the image of the God that punishes, and so God ordered kind of David to kill all the enemy, including innocent children and women, and so that is how could this can God, and so then there's a bunch of, and also the kind of I went through really kind of hard time, and because all my kind of siblings, including me, went through a severe skin disease, and that was devastating. So, and actually, my sister got bullied in school because of skin condition, and then it's really kind of just hard to share the story, and then but. I just ask, kind of God the question. So we never, okay, so what caused this? And so what did I do? I never, kind of kill the people. And there are so many people doing, one horrible things, but they're just, and living, painless in a life. And I could not find any answer from the Bible. And then it's just really if it says it's all God's will, what is the God's will to kind of make us suffer like that? And so then I decide so then I decide to not to believe in God at all, and I became atheist. And but it's in kind of life. My skin condition got healed due to strict Eastern medicine diet,
Mm-hmm.
and so and because Western, so my mom could not trust Western kind of treatment anymore, and then just we decide to follow some China, so the Eastern diet and raise kind of immune system and detox in the body and everything. And
Mm-hmm.
so then yes, it was cured, but just more I live, and then spiritual emptiness getting stronger and stronger. And
Mm.
then when I came to New York, and one day I felt like the life hit the bottom.
Oh,
And
yeah.
then so that is the time, and I encounter my Buddhism teaching, and then it's really I still remember the moment that I just really felt that all the kind of dark cloud melt out, and light start kind of eliminate all the question, and so I just really felt like light came in my life.
Mm.
Then I started quite in a devoted Buddhist, and so I went to the meeting and the prayer session, and then but I was struggling to finding dance company, and I want to get in solid dance company. And then but more I pray, I started to get in the audition really far. So
Mm-hmm.
even really famous companies audition, I got kind of really kind of last call or last
Oh,
cut,
yeah,
or
kind of like callbacks and everything, and
yeah,
almost to the end of the audition.
yeah. So then I could kind of see huge difference, and so then transformation. But if you cannot get job, and so it is as good as nothing. And
Right.
then but my leader told me that just write down all the list I want to from the dance company and pray. And actually I prayed 7 hours, 5 hours, sometimes when I did 7 hours prayed.
Oh,
And
wow.
but more than I prayed, somehow more Christian people start coming to my life.
Oh, yeah.
And so then all the kind of audition in door was closed, and then I met Randy. And so then after audition of Ad Deum, and then he shared why kind of we are dancing, and so then he just shared that dancing is a gift. And so then the gift is we have gift to bless people, and then by blessing in people your life is going to be blessed. And I got in tears. And so then make it short. And then that year I moved myself to Ad Deum.
Mm-hmm.
But while I am Ad Deum, and I was still a Buddhist, but my Randy never ever tried to force me to convert myself to Christianity. He
Mm-hmm.
never, even a single attempt, he never done that.
Wow. Yeah. That's
Yeah.
cool.
And so he accepted me who I was. And then one day just kind of came the point that Jesus, I want to kind of accept you, my savior.
Wow. That's so neat. And how long ago is that happened?
I think it was 2013.
Okay. Yeah, because
13, 14.
I remember while I was there in Ad Deum too, that I got to be there when you were baptized too.
Yeah.
That was such a special day too.
Yes.
Yeah, so cool. So definitely a lot of excitement and joy and just getting to be there and witness that moment, That was really, really cool. We were like out at the apartment pool.
Yes. And we get to apartment pool, and okay, she's baptism and over, and go back to the studio and the rehearsal.
Exactly. Keep working now.
Yes.
Yeah, so cool.
Yeah.
Huh. And how have you felt your faith influence your work recently too? Or I guess since then?
Well, the thing is that, getting baptism doesn't mean, kind of life challenge will go away. And
Mm-hmm.
then I experienced, quite, lots of life challenges. But the great thing is that I have in a faith community.
Mm-hmm.
And so like the always kind of people uplift me, and when I go down, and so just they speak in life over my life, and that is the most important thing.
Right. Yeah, definitely. I know a little bit of your story that you dealt with a back injury.
Yeah.
Do you want to share a little bit about that story and that process, what it was like with your injury?
Yes. Well, the thing is that, well, I was such a hard worker, and every year I just kind of push myself to over my limit, and physically, emotionally, and then spiritually, and then but I kind of started losing kind of joy of dancing because life was so overloaded, and then dance performance and the financial burden, and also kind of just stress of the juggling with teaching job.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then I think so I have been doing such a kind of lifestyle for many years, and then I think it started like just spiritually I was got weary.
Mm-hmm.
And then yeah, so the first thing is that I injured my knee,
Okay.
and because jumper knee, and then it's a maybe compensation, and it came down to the ankle, and because then I had a severe tendonitis, and one day my ankle was totally freeze up, and I could not even move, and then
Oh, wow.
and but I because I cannot kind of this amount from jump into down,
Right.
and
Into
so
like a plie or, mm-hmm.
yeah, I think it came to my back. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That makes sense. The ripple effect, a little bit of one injury,
Yeah.
and then, yeah, when you compensate for it, and then it goes into
Yeah.
another spot. So, yeah,
Yeah.
that sounds painful.
Yeah. But I think kind of just I kind of losing the first love of dancing, and so maybe just the time, and also just kind of I have sense kind of just how can I say, some way in the young kind of generation rising up, and then just some way I feel like maybe that is a time to step back.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but it's such a dancing is such a familiar, and then it kind of give me strong kind of identity. It's
Right. So it's
really,
hard to do that. Hard to step back. Yeah.
yeah, because I felt who I was through dancing, even it's hard. And
Right.
so yeah, it was really hard to let go, but I feel like in the Lord, and just forced me to stop.
Yeah. Yeah. And so how has the process of recovery looked like?
Well, still I have kind of pain, and so it's not the same as before. Well, because
Right.
that is my age, it's a normal. But
Right.
yeah, right. So I think just muscle spasm, and then I really have to kind of reteach myself to take care of my body, but have to rest. I have to rest, and I have to kind of just then, but still kind of just I feel like I could do like before, but some certain movement they just forget about it.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah. Not doing that anymore, right?
yeah, and then I just gave up like a petit allegro, and then those things
Yeah.
I just if I can take in the kind of full ballet class, that is a hallelujah moment.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. It's hard. And especially even for me, I thankfully haven't had a very serious injury or anything, but just not taking class consistently, it's hard to make it through a full ballet class anymore
Yeah,
because it's demanding, it's very demanding on the body.
yeah, yeah. Well, actually, kind of the one if I when I go back to kind of Japan, there's amazing the Chinese medicine doctor, and then a chiropractic doctor, but he does everything, acupuncture and everything.
Oh, yeah.
And so that he was amazing. But while I was working with him, and so then just I kind of some way I know, okay, so this tightness, cause my back tight more or whatever.
How it's connected, yeah.
Yeah. And then, well, the thing is that I dance less. That is the thing.
Right, that's true, that's true. Fall is a great time to listen to audiobooks. If you're back to a daily commute or dropping kids off at school, check out a free trial of Audible. Audible is the leading provider of spoken word entertainment and audiobooks, ranging from bestsellers to celebrity memoirs, news, business, and self-development. Every month, members get 1 credit to pick any title, plus 2 Audible originals from the monthly selection, and access to daily news digests and more. You can download titles and listen offline anytime, anywhere. Visit audibletrial.com/creativeimpact. Again, that's audibletrial.com/creativeimpact for your free Audible trial. Now back to my conversation with Shizu. Would love to talk more about, now that you're directing Ad Deum 2 and teaching, what has that experience been like now transitioning more into a directing role?
Yes. Well, actually, I love it. Well, of course, challenging. But, okay, here's the thing. So when me is dancing, and then there's a limitation that, only one person can do. Mm-hmm. And then even going to kind of company. And so some people have different strengths. And okay, she's doing such a cool thing, and just take it. Yeah. And it's joy, and then sometimes variety, and of the variety of dancers bring in so much colors, and then the mostly I think it's same as all the choreographers, but choreographers get inspiration from dancers too. Mm-hmm. And so it's the core, that is co-labor and with trusting each other. Mm-hmm. But it's also, I feel so challenged because of dealing with girls all passionate. And so I just have to always, I'm under the pressure. I have to create excellence.
Right. I'm sure that does feel like a lot of pressure.
Yeah. And so, but sometimes, I learned a lot. So of course, I want to explore what kind of, movement vocabulary I have. But sometimes, utilizing and dancers' natural movement, that is their own voice. If we utilize that, because the movement is so true for them.
Right.
Yeah. So something I have never expect will come out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that makes sense, because I think it's easy probably as a choreographer to usually choreograph or create things that we feel comfortable with or that we would naturally do. But that's a great point, that if you look to what your dancers are naturally talented at, or their voice, that brings a whole nother level or more variety probably as well.
Yeah. So that I want to learn how I can just, how make my choreographic process more cooperate with such, their natural, gift of dancers. And then, yeah, but sometimes I have a clear vision, and this should be this. And so,
right. That's great. And you've been choreographing really all throughout the years as well, for the company, and then also probably outside teaching in the studio. So I remember one of my favorite memories was in my time at Ad Deum 2 was dancing in the piece you choreographed for, was it Champions Forest Church? When we did
oh my gosh,
Mary?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah. It
Yes.
was so beautiful, and it was such a special piece to be a part of, you know?
Yeah, actually, and still, that the picture of you was in Champion Forest.
Really?
Yeah, I was like,
Wow.
yes, that is
That's so cool.
Rachel.
I love it. I know that, and it was so neat. We'll have to, maybe I can link to a video or something or a picture, but it was a big piece of fabric that you
Yeah,
had, and then there was multiple places where different dancers would be connected to the fabric, I guess, like a big
yeah.
skirt. And then we were all connected, and it was just very
Mhm.
powerful telling the
Yes.
story.
Yeah, I think I remember the experience because I talked with a pastor, and actually pastor came to us, and I was sitting with Randy, and so then actually, and they the church, they used in work, and they start dance ministry, and they were not much kind of agreed with dance ministry, and so then they said they just kind of locate themselves from this church. But they say like, okay, that is how kind of dance ministry work, and like so many people got touched by your dance. And
Oh, that's so
then
cool.
and I really feel like you as a gentle character is so perfectly much to character of Mary.
Oh,
Yeah,
thank you. Well, it's definitely an honor to get to dance that role, and I loved your choreography there. And yeah, what do you think are some of your main inspirations when you choreograph?
that's a good question, because every single time is different.
Okay, yeah,
So nothing is same. And then I am really slow choreographer.
that's
And
okay. I know. I
then
feel like that too.
so sometimes I get inspiration from music, and sometimes I get theme. And then so for example, like and also kind of some pressure. And then
Right.
one time that yes, I when I created kind of dance piece called Miracle, and
Mm,
I encountered amazing in music. And so then I feel like, yes, I have to kind of set piece on this one. And I
yeah.
listen the music. And so then, and also I just, went to silence ministry. And there's a Lura Center and close to the University of Houston, there's a
Hmm.
place for kind of silence ministry, and so I went there and grounded myself and with the Bible, and just kind of just to let the Lord guide my soul thoughts. And so then and actually it's only 4 minutes in a kind of it's a 4 minute piece. It took like 3 months to kind of so start and get together.
Yeah.
Then but it was really really powerful. And then even dancers, even kind of my dancers made me speechless.
Wow. Yeah, that's such a powerful moment as a choreographer when
Yeah,
you experience that moment. Yeah.
right. Then another thing is that okay, so then I choreographed mastermind, because that is totally process is super different. And I just kind of sent chunk of the movement. And then
Mhm.
so I did not have to that back then I did not have to complete the piece when I submit, but it should be kind of world premiere. And then they accepted my movement. And
Oh, cool.
yeah, but I got okay, that is the JCC, and I got call from Maxine. That is she is directing the Houston Choreographer 6
Oh,
that dance
yeah.
in. And she was on at the office, and she's like okay, I know that you are at with Ad Deum Dance Company, and then but as you know, contract says it's secular, should be secular.
Mhm.
And yes, I know. Yes, so then I even just but I'm using kind of a dim dance, a dim girl. And so that is something they can also, connect spiritually.
Right. For them,
Yeah,
the meaning can be deep as well.
yeah.
Yeah.
So then I researched, but somehow God is great, and so then just I encounter in the book and think and grow rich, and
Mm-hmm.
then that was kind of written by Napoleon Hill, and then but Napoleon Hill was coached by Andrew Carnegie, and
Oh,
then
okay. Yeah.
so Andrew Carnegie, and so then so yes, he's late in a kind of day, and he just um, decide, devote his life and want God, and so then he just kind of was convicted that there is no principle that Napoleon Hill was praised in one of the most successful millionaire, but he just says there is the principle that everybody can achieve the highest potential in life, and
Mm.
then that is not only my benefit should be kind of just everybody should be told to everybody, and then
Mm-hmm.
ask Napoleon Hill to take 20 years, I believe, and so just interview with all successful people, and then tell the people, and then just kind of just find that, just make them the philosophy, but and both of them, and clearly kind of just it was clear that they believe in God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is neat. So that was the inspiration behind the piece.
Yes.
Oh, wow. That's so neat.
Yes, and there's in a kind of speaking, I use a Napoleon Hill's speech, but there is clearly the creator, or kind of the another I think there's a part in the mention of Jesus, but
Mm-hmm. I love when choreography, and that's one really great thing about dance and art in general is, I think it can speak so much truth,
yeah,
whether or not it's very obvious, but
yeah,
it can communicate emotions, and that's really neat. So it used spoken word as well in the piece.
yes,
Yeah.
yes. So it's like just kind of uterus. So then such that no, how can I say, that book is really popular among business people.
That's
Uh,
true. Yeah. I've
yeah,
heard of it
and
before too. So.
yeah, and I just really feel like kind of God loves kind of world, and so then just he finds a way to reach out the people who do not much kind of go to church, but still kind of there is a principle that if we want kind of, there's a principle that everybody can live fulfilling life, but
Mhm.
that is God's gift.
Right.
Yeah.
That's so cool. Thanks for sharing your process and inspiration. And that's true that it changes from piece to piece and time to time. So,
Yes.
as a director, what has been one of your favorite things and then maybe one of the most challenging things?
Favorite thing, of course. And so when dancer made me cry.
Yeah, that's so amazing.
Yeah, this. Well, the thing is that because choreographer can create movement structure, but that is the dancers who is going to blow life into the choreography in the piece, and
Hmm.
so and then when there is a moment, and so just a spirit break out, and then and my creation, my choreograph work is just kind of becoming totally new living beings, and I feel like this is not mine. That
Right.
is,
Like it's no
yeah,
longer mine anymore. It's
yeah,
gone, taken on its own life in a way. Yeah.
yeah. And then when dancers totally on, and then they start to kind of speak because I truly believe that dancing movement is the not some carry the message, yes. So
Yes.
and then and also that is their voice. And so then my movement, beginning in the movement, my voice, then now it totally changed, becomes, their voice. And so that is my most, kind of just, that is a moment I cannot quit. I cannot quit this job.
That's so good.
Yeah. Yeah. What challenging thing is, yes, because every year, it's sometimes in the kind of same in a group stay, and so, but it's a member quite often changes, and
That's
so
true. Yeah.
And then when I reset, the existing piece, existing piece was created on previous one, previous in the group, and so then to try to, how can I say, I have some kind of just idea, and also kind of what I want them, but
kind of the vision of what it should be.
Yeah, it should be, but at the same time, and then there's some definite kind of should be this one should be this way, but I just do not want to kill their natural kind of voice.
Yeah.
So how without hindering, without totally changing my choreography, the idea of the concept in the choreography, but and bring the piece different place without hindering
that's
new
so
dancers
true. That's
voice,
a hard that is a challenge. I feel that too as a teacher and working on pieces, and you're working to make it cleaner and more precise, but it's true, it's hard not to do that so much that then it takes that heart out of it, that style or voice. So
yeah,
a really good point and a good thing to be working on, and that's a challenge I face too.
Yeah. And also again, it depends on choreography. Some choreography just all about the precision, and it should be, but more like kind of just storytelling is, it's more kind of I can utilize dancers, but if dancers kind of look like uncomfortable and struggling, and so then it just really how much kind of I should challenge, or should I push them?
right, that balance, trying to figure that out.
Yeah.
So true. Yeah, I definitely feel that as well. So yeah. So for people that are listening, I just kind of imagine that maybe we're pretending we're kind of like at a coffee shop together, and those people are here too. So if they were sitting across from you, is there a word of encouragement that you'd want to share with other artists?
Well, it's like if you were young, if still you are a young dancer, and then so the young dancer and tend to more like their job is to dance somebody's choreography, and but I want them to take some time to explore their own voice and own movement, because when it's without no judgment, and if you're kind of dancing to who you are, the movement has life and beautiful, because that is the voice God has given to you. And if you want choreograph in the future, and then start it early when you're younger. So because by doing that, and so you can apply who you are to somebody's choreography. Sometimes yes, it's not the way, sorry, but it just because movement come from a choreographer, it could be true for them, yes, of course, but also God has given you your voice. And because Martha Graham started her dance really late age, and so her original teacher was not much interested in her because she was too late to start.
Right. Yeah.
But I heard that she stayed the studio and just explore and just try to discover the voice, the movement, unique voice, and come out from the body. And now she is a legend.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
She's one of the top names in dance ever, probably.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's such a beautiful piece of advice and encouragement. Is it so easy, I think, to get, I don't know, to try so hard to fit some other mold, but then, to be able to discover your own artistic voice. That's so beautiful.
Yeah.
Wow.
Then yes, because easily dance world, of course, I think there's some technique, and so is required, and then but that is how people get discouraged, and so then some people I'm horrible turner. I'll never be able to. My pirouette is my horrible. I'm like, how can I say? I just really don't have gift of turning.
Gotcha.
So
I feel that too.
And then, but then some people struggle with, I don't have kind of just extension, whatever. But easily kind of young dancers get called such a thing, and so I know that is kind of important, and you have to work on, but that is not everything.
So true.
And Bob Fosse. And so he created the style, and because he was not good at ballet turning out.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
So that's the thing. And so you have unlimited, your potential is unlimited. So yeah, just find, your own voice in the Lord.
That's so good. Thank you, Shizu. So one fun question to finish us off today is, what is one of your favorite things right now? It doesn't have to be dance related. It can if you want.
You know what? Okay, here's the thing. I'm taking, the workshop, and then, okay, because now it's a Zoom.
Oh, right? Yeah, that's true.
So I just really, if I go, kind of take, and well, actually, so many, famous dance, company and offering intensive by Zoom, and then Limon did already, and the Master Graham Dance Company Graham School is also doing.
Oh wow! Cool.
Yeah, and then it's you can take without kind of travel, paying travel fee, and then also the hotel fee.
Right.
Yeah. Then also, and I'm a little bit kind of I'm my own zone. I did not get imitated by young dancers, and so just I can take such a workshop.
That's true, and you don't have to worry about comparing yourself or anything. You can just enjoy moving. Yeah, that's so fun. I need to look up some of the workshops that are going on, and even the Ad Deum one. I want to be able to do that as well. That would be really fun to get to take some classes. So
yeah. Now every Wednesday, and Ad Deum is having classes, and so then if you are interested in, and please contact the Randolph links to Ad Deum website.
Yes. And then if anyone wants to get in touch with you, Shizu, what's the best way to do that?
Yes, it's just Messenger. Facebook Messenger, and also I am creating 82's website now.
Oh, fun!
Yeah, and so it's going to be published soon, and then so you can actually, if you of course so many people get interested in, and main company of course, and if you wanted more training, and so then the website will tell you what 82 is doing. Yes.
Yeah, so that's great. It seems like 82 is doing a lot more performing and doing a lot of dance festivals and having a lot of really great experiences and opportunities now too. Oh, obviously right now it's different, but
different.
Generally.
Yes.
What is doing?
last year, yes, actually gonna 82 went to the dance community quite a lot, and so my dancers dance at Boredom Theater, and then also Fringe Festival, and also they dance, hobby center and big theater and here and there, and so we are supposed to go to some dancers. I was supposed to take some dancers to New York project dance, but
Oh, yeah.
yeah, it was canceled. But hopefully they see next year, and I can take them over there.
Yeah, I hope so too. Definitely
Yeah.
being an 82 was one of my favorite experiences, and really treasure all those memories. So if anyone's out there interested in Ad Deum or 82, you should definitely check it out.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you so much, Shizu. It's been such a gift to get to talk to you, and I love hearing your story and getting to just catch up with you a little bit. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Rachel.
Shizu's story is such an inspiration to me. I love her encouragement to live authentically and find your voice as an artist. You can find links from the show and the full show notes on our website. Are you interested in supporting the show? Check out our Patreon community. As a supporter of the podcast, you get access to extra content that's only available for patrons. You can learn more at creativeimpactpodcast.com/Patreon. That's creativeimpactpodcast.com/Patreon. Next week, you are in store for a special treat. Our first couples interview with Michael and Brianna Cash. Michael is actually the creator and producer of all the music you hear on the podcast. He and his wife Brianna are the worship leaders at Sugarland Family Church, and they're just all around fun people. Thank you so much for listening to the Creative Impact Podcast. The music for the show, as you now know, was produced by Michael Cash. Share the show with a friend, and I'll see you next week for my conversation with Michael and Brianna Cash.